guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to this week's Let's Discuss, or like this episode of Let's Discuss. Basically, I just discuss anything that's interesting me right now, and this story is definitely intriguing me. I've watched a few of people's other videos on this. I've of course watched the video in itself, watched the Insta stories, I've watched all of it, and oh my gosh, the balls on this woman, the balls on Meg. Say in England, the balls on that woman, honestly, I swear to God. Anyway, so we're going to discuss because actually on this channel we've got quite a decent past track record of actually keeping tabs on some of these influencers who decide to drift over to members only or their own little platform. So we had it with the Saucony Jolies, we have had it with Aaron Williams, and there's other people that I haven't even mentioned, but I'm pretty sure Brianna Kay has done it as well. Anyway, long story short, Love Meg has decided that she wants to have her own video platform.
We have decided to kind of move off of YouTube. I know.
Members only is not good enough for her. No. She needs her own video platform. And we are going to discuss the video that she puts up and then also her Insta stories after, because I feel like everyone was breaking them down as they were coming out, but I'm quite fortunate enough to be able to watch everything in its entirety and give you my opinion. Basically, if you don't know who she is a cleaning lifestyle influencer person. She was extremely popular. She was also among one of the many people to take out PPP loans, even though she really doesn't need PPP loans, let's be completely honest with ourselves. Just in my own opinion, she's one of those people who won't acknowledge the fact that you can't be on top forever. And what I mean by that is, we have seen it recently with a lot of these mums, a lot of these lifestyle influencers, mum or not, who have decided that they are going to, their views are a little bit down, but that's to be expected. You can't stay on top forever. They've then decided that they're then going to go members only, or charge people for a course, or create their own website, or do you know what I mean? So they're trying to think outside the box, which is fine, but you can't then get upset with your audience if A, they don't have the money to do that, or B, they just don't like it. YouTube is free. It's why people like it so much.
Said about it, I'm not sure why some people feel like they need to tell me that they can't afford it. People have to be getting confused about the price, or they're hoping I will change my mind, and that's just not going to happen. So my mind is made up. This is what's happening, and I just feel like I kind of need to stand up for myself today and say I've made up my mind, and it's it doesn't have to be this hard, guys.
So I'm just gonna list off some points of the video that she posted. It was a huge announcement video. So I'm gonna just list off some points. So basically, my very first point is that she wants to make more content that people want to see. And the content that she then lists, which she then backs up again in an Insta story she did, is she said, let me get this right, marriage, YouTube building, so building up your audience, investment.
How to grow a YouTube channel, or how to invest your money, whatever you guys would like to see, and we feel like we're kind of experts on, how to have a happy marriage.
And she also wants to do courses as well.
More in-depth videos and
courses. What's the basic? And I'm just she also says that she's unable to grow on YouTube. YouTube doesn't push her content things, but of course YouTube's not going to like it if she suddenly started talking about gaming or something. I'm not saying she would, but you know what I mean? YouTube wouldn't like that. That's quite a funny image actually. But YouTube doesn't like that, that is true. But I think she then just doesn't want to then create another channel on top of it, and she wants to then talk about what she wants to talk about. She also mentions the fact that she's also going to be making some of the videos that she wants made private.
So then my older videos that I turned private a while ago, maybe a year ago, they're going to be posted over here on this channel. So if you go over there right now, there's a few of them already up. We watched through them last night. I figured out the ones that I was comfortable posting. I didn't watch through all of them because we're just excited about this. We're ready to get it up. So there are some already on there, but sporadically I'll be posting another one and another one.
Unprivate on her viewing platform. And I am not quite sure if I've got this right, but I remember a little while ago she made a few videos private that had her kids in it. Is she talking about those videos? Because I'm just going to let you know, weirdos exist on every single platform, and a weirdo will decide to pay for your content on your own video platform. It doesn't matter, you're still putting your kids on the internet. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure which video she's talking about being private.
Of the filming, and this is just one of those videos that I could not post on YouTube, because if you show your kids in bathing suits, then you could get a strike against your channel. And whenever I upload videos, I have to actually click if there are kids in the video because it's not like suitable for advertising and stuff.
If I'm right in thinking that it was actually her who wanted to take her kids, like, make those videos private, I think the explanation she gave is that, like, YouTube's not like a safe space anymore or something. But then if she's like uploading them and like putting them back onto a platform, it kind of comes across that actually that wasn't the reasoning. It was just because like YouTube may penalize her, like, by not not favoring her in the algorithm as much. I don't know, just my little thoughts. Yeah, her saying that she wants to take her kids off because, like, it's not safe is a complete lie. Like, it's literally because she thinks she won't get any money from YouTube. What a surprise! That she really wants to be able to, like, promote courses. So she wants you to pay a membership, right, to be a part of this thing. And then she's then gonna try and get more money out of you for taking their courses. I'm so sorry, but this whole taking a course on how to build a YouTube channel is bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap. Do you know how many free, absolutely amazing, helpful videos there are online? My personal favourite person is Roberto Blake. He's really like cutthroat, cuts to the chase, no crap. I love that. There's also plenty of like female, more light-hearted people. So the idea of having to like pay someone like Brianna Kay, I'm pretty sure it was, paying them copious amounts of money to do these courses on how to grow on YouTube, just Google how to grow on YouTube and there's plenty of like free stuff. You know, loads of these women grew in a time period where it was easier to grow because there wasn't so many cleaning channels and all of that. So what makes you think that now you're able to give that advice to like growing a YouTube channel in today's time? It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. This isn't even on this video, but she also said in an IG post about giving information about it is that you can cancel your membership fee anytime. I think the membership fee is like 75 or 79 pounds annually, so you can pay it all in one, or you can pay it monthly, or you can pay it quarterly. But there's no refunds. She said extremely specifically, membership cancel anytime, but there's no refund. What happens if you're one of those people that's paid the 70 odd quid and then you don't get that money back? I would be livid. I'm not even joking. I would be like ringing people up going, give me back my money. Like, I would be furious because if you're asking someone to pay that amount of money, you don't just take their money and run. And I can't help but feel that this is kind of what it feels like. It feels a little bit fishy. I would be furious. Like, that's such an entitled move to go like, oh, I'm gonna take your money. You can cancel whenever you want if you don't like it, but I'm not gonna give you your money back. What other business does that? No other business. So she did also mention that there's gonna be absolutely no advertisements. There's basically gonna be no adverts on her own video platform.
Will be no ads over there, no sponsors, just me being in control of posting when I want to post.
But she's still going to keep all her content live that's on her YouTube, and she's still going to upload 2 to 3 times a month.
I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm still going to be posting, I would say, 2 to 3 videos a month.
Now, what I thought was particularly fishy about this is that she also mentions that it can take up to 10 days for brands to get back to her to tell her that her video is doing really, really well, and she says that that's like so annoying and she could be filming other things, which, by the way, yes, you can film other things. Like, I've had brand sponsorships before. Just film other content.
When we were on the cruise, I have 2 videos that are done, edited, but they're sponsored, and the sponsors have not gotten back to me yet. So it's been 10 days and I haven't posted a video, even though they're done, they're ready. And so that's another thing that I'm kind of tired of.
And it's not that difficult. Which that would actually work out in that timeline. Is she saying like, oh, people need to pay for my new video service, but actually I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 videos uploaded on my main channel? I think she, like, just for sponsorships. I would not be surprised if every single video on her YouTube channel remains sponsorship affiliated. She's saying now she doesn't like YouTube anymore, but she won't actually leave the platform.
YouTube is just getting crazy.
And I think that's because brands find her there, they go through her Instagram, she gets money from there, she'll then get money from YouTube, and all of her content will only be content that she can then sell to people and for her to make money. It's all going to be brand sponsorship. That is what I think. That's not what I know, that's just what I think, judging on the timeline that she was given. 2 to 3 videos every month.
2 to 3 videos a month.
And then also it takes 10 days for them to be approved. She's not going to stop doing brand sponsorships, but she also says that there's going to be no sponsorships or ads on her video platform.
There's going to be way more videos because of that, because I don't have to wait on a brand to tell me what you legally cannot post until these people watch it and approve of what you have said about the product.
So it's safe to assume that she's just going to keep her YouTube channel open just to sell you stuff, my own personal opinion. Is there anything the matter with that? I don't think there would be anything the matter with that if you just said that honestly, like, hey, I'm gonna anyone who can't come over, I'm still gonna give you content, but it's gonna be content that I can make more money out of. Also, it turns out that actually as much as she's charging per month is as much as like Disney Plus is, which is ridiculous because Disney Plus is amazing. Like, you can watch all sorts of stuff over there. What are you gonna watch on Love Meg's cleaning channel? How to grow your, like, it's insane. She's charging as much. And we're going to get onto her IG stories in a minute because it is some of the worst, not just customer service, but just the worst attitude I have ever seen directed at their fans. It's honestly disgusting. And I say that like seriously, like, who says this to their audience who has supported them for so long? And we're going to get into that in a minute because I'm just like astounded that she even has any fans left at this point. But like watching all the stuff about her like a year or so ago with the PPP loans, and she was being really, really rude because people were saying how she changed. And I remember going on her Instagram and reading some of her comments then and going like, how do you have any fans? And now you're going back through looking at, because obviously she has gotten a bit of backlash for it, and I'll just like leave some comments left and right. She has gotten like, you know, she has gotten backlash for it because some people are saying like, but mostly there are a small percentage that are saying she's being greedy. I'm not saying she's being greedy or she's not being greedy. I'm just saying that she's rude in this circumstance. She's being really rude. She's just being extremely rude in this situation. So a very small percentage of people are saying she's being greedy. Mostly split and split. Some people are saying, yes, I'll follow you to the moon and back. Of course I'll come and pay for your subscription service. Of course I'll come do that. Who are like loyal hardcore fans. The other bit are saying, bearing in mind from people who were loyal hardcore fans and still are saying, I'm so sorry, I just can't afford it right now. And that is echoed across so much of this comment section, so much. And instead of her going, oh, you know, like, oh, that sucks, she hasn't even acknowledged any, well, most of them she hasn't, a couple of them she has, but she then takes to Instagram Live and just gives off, first off, she's doing like a Q&A, and some of those answers to the questions are mind-boggling as well, but I was a little bit too late to that game to get you all of the screenshots. But some of her answers were just rude, like full-on ugly rude. Like, do not talk to the people who have supported you for so long. Like, without these people, you would be nothing, like absolutely nothing. You would not have the channel you have now. You would not have the money you have now. You do not talk to people like this. It is so unbelievably rude. So rude, honestly, it's so unbelievably rude. She said there'll be no refunds, and she just said it in the most blunt way. So extremely blunt, no explanation given. It was just like a take it or leave it, like either join or don't. And you know what? My own humble opinion is what I said earlier. I said that a lot of these influencers are panicking and they're wanting to create, that they're wanting to leave YouTube because they're not making as much money. So now, because they're not making as much money off of ads and AdSense and all of that, they're now wanting to secure the amount of money that they used to make by charging people money so that they know that they are definitely going to be getting that money. And I think that she's now realised that a lot of her fans can't actually support her in that way. She's just being rude to them. She basically comes on and she says, you don't need to tell me if you can't afford it.
If you cannot afford the new site, that's okay. Like, I'm not upset about it. I'm not sure, like, why some people feel like they need to tell me that they can't afford it.
Like, you don't need to tell me. Like, I get it. Which is so rude. Like, so rude. It's the way that she says it as well. It's really condescending. It's really, really rude. And the weird thing is that Love Meg started off from nothing until something.
It's just this one. It's absolutely insane to me. Like, she gets paid like per view, like on YouTube. Like, she is being paid money already. She then said something about like she doesn't want to be working for free and stuff. It's like, you weren't working for free. Like, I don't understand it. It's not even the fact that it costs that much money. I just don't understand where that mentality is even coming from.
I'm not like, she had nothing. She lived in like a trailer, which I do believe is something additional to like a caravan or something like a static. I actually first came about her because because I was living, whilst we were redoing the house, we had to live for like over a year in my partner's mum's static caravan. I was really heavily pregnant and we had Robin. I can relate to that. I had an extremely small place to have to clean. It was like an extremely tiny space. I was quite pregnant. I was bumping into everything. I could really, really relate to that. And even though, yes, I was moving into a bigger house, at that time, I was, you know, it was nice to watch someone who had like a space that was like quite similar to mine, if you know what I mean. She gets angry at her subs who can't afford it, like literally gets angry at it. And she also turns around and says, you know, it's only as much, she's almost laughing at it. She's like, well, it's only as much as a Starbucks coffee.
Because the cost monthly is what it costs to get a Starbucks drink. Like, it's less than $10, and if you get a Starbucks drink once a month, like, that's what you're paying for my website. So it's not like it's that expensive. Some people have said that it is, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I think some might be confused and think that it's $75 a month, because I did see that question, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it's $75 for an entire year's worth of videos. So either people are getting confused, or you really can't afford it, and that's fine, but that's not going to change my mind.
Like, I don't, like, people can afford that, but they can't afford my membership. And it's just like, I think she honestly, which is so crazy, because she honestly had no money at one point when she first started out. Why can she not remember what that's like? I mean, people need that. It's at that point, it's nearly $10, isn't it? Like, people need that kind of money at the end of the month. Like, some people don't even have that at the end of the month. Some people are in debt at the end of the month. She's almost laughing at it, almost chuckling, just like, you know, oh, I don't know why people can't afford it. And it's just like, it wouldn't be so bad. You know, the whole idea of how having a different video platform, fair enough, if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. But I'm just picking apart, there are little discrepancies within the video, within what I saw. The fact that, you know, she's going off about how bad YouTube is, but then again, she's still going to keep it running, presumably just to put why can't I say this word? Just to put ads on it, just to run sponsorships on it. You know, little things like that. Stop being fake. Just be completely real with your audience. Like, it's just an absolute minefield sometimes with some of these influencers. They're not honest about what they're trying to do. And then when it isn't going her way, and it's not even the fact that it wasn't going her way, there was probably a really small percentage of people saying she was money hungry. The rest of it are people just being like, I'm so sorry, like, I love your channel, but I'm just gonna have to go and look on your main channel, I'm so sorry. People literally being like, I'm so sorry, I don't have the money. She turns around and she just literally belittles them. That's what it feels like. It feels like she's literally belittling them. Crazy. Like, how up your own arse do you have to be for you to think that that is an okay way to talk to your fans? Because these people aren't haters, and they're not people that are trying to troll you. They're literally just people that are saying, I'm so sorry, I can't afford it. And you act like that. Like, someone needs to kick her off her high horse. Like, hopefully, like, she'll humble herself when she realises that she's not going to have that many fans left if she talks to them like that. You know, you only have to type in Love Meg and watch other commentary channels on her, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, like, she can be so rude to her subscribers. And I don't, like, all she has to be is just graceful and humble with it and be like, oh, that's okay, don't worry that you can't afford it. I'll make sure that I do something extra special for you guys on my main channel page. Even if she said that, no one can complain about that, can they? I just thought I would like cover this because I just saw it like coming together, and there'll probably be like more updates on it, which if there are, I'll definitely follow up with it because I find this kind of stuff super interesting. But yeah, like I said, I've covered Aaron Williams going over to pay like a different like going kind of members only, going to her new website. And then I've also covered the Saucony Jolies when they did that as well. So I've got a kind of like, I've got this kind of like innate interest with when people decide to then switch over. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.